My name is Chipper Williams. I decided to join the Air Force when I turned 18. And after a few years in the Air Force, I tried out for one of the most elite rescue units in the armed forces, pararescue. Little did I know, my life would forever change from that moment on. Being a pararescueman was not just a profession, it was a way of life that demanded the utmost dedication, resilience, and compassion. As a pararescueman, my role extended far beyond the traditional boundaries of a military career. I was a guardian of life. I trained to insert in the most hostile environments to rescue and provide medical care to those in need. Whether it was a combat zone, a disaster-stricken area, or a remote location, the call to action was my constant companion. Every mission was a blend of adrenaline, skill, and profound sense of duty. The privilege of wearing the maroon beret came with the responsibility to be a beacon of hope in the darkest moments. However, a cascade of unexpected challenging life events swiftly unfolded, dramatically altering the course of my existence and turning my life upside down. This is my story. Well, I had all these surgeries and recovering, and my poor wife. I mean, it was like, for better or worse, she got worse right off the bat. As soon as we got home from my honeymoon, I broke my leg. I just shattered it. And then all these other problems, my back. And it was after my back surgery. I'm still recovering, and I was wondering if I did the wrong thing. Like it was going to be worse than it was. But anyway, Sam Lantow, an old old classmate of ours. He sent me some pictures of him with this bucket on his shoulder, and then at the end of Spartan and all that. But there, just ran a Spartan as it came in fourth. I'm like, what? Like, what do you call Sam? So next thing you know, it seemed like I kept seeing things about Spartan everywhere after that. Like, I saw this article about this guy that was really fat and lost like 80 pounds and was running Spartans, and I just kept, on social media, Spartan would come up. Everything, it just said, commit. You commit, and then you'll do it. Things will start happening. So I believed him. I went ahead and I signed up for a 5K race in Houston, and it was like 5 months away, six months away, and I wasn't even ready. I was still being physical therapy. So it's like they say, man, I had that date, and it's coming, whether I'm ready or not. So I just started getting ready, man. It's something, I joined a gym and started hitting that. And, I could barely walk on the treadmill at first, but I just kept going every day. Like about 3 months, I thought, well, let me try to shuffle. I thought everyone shuffle. I shuffled a little bit. And then the next day I shuffled a little bit more, and a little bit more the next day. And the next thing you know, I'm shuffling the whole run, And then 3 months later, I was like, let me just step out a little bit and grab some real estate, bring it in. I started doing that, and pretty soon it's just got better. I got faster. My knees started feeling better, get stronger. Off to races. I went to the Houston one. I did it with my son. It was awesome. And a week later, I did one with Donald Burns, another PJ brother of mine in Las Vegas. And then I just recovered after all that. I was just all busted up after those two. But then, and then I signed up for one in Colorado Springs. I did the Beast in Colorado Springs, pelted with hail, but not one hit me. It was everywhere, hail everywhere, but not one hit me. I don't know. God was looking out for me. And then, here. I wanted to do the trifecta, the 21K, the 10K, and the 5K within 2 days.
So who were the key people or support systems that helped you along the way?
Well, first off, God did it. And I tend to get a lot of negative from people, it seems, in derogatory ways and masked as jokes. Let's try to bring you down or whatever. And some of them just don't want to believe that God did this for me. And I know He did. It's a miracle. I know it is to me. They say, well, yeah, but you did all the hard work. I go, yeah, but where did that motivation come from that I didn't have before? Where did that drive come from that I didn't have before? This is all, from God. And this is the biggest influence on me. Another, I got to give credit to Sam Lantow. He gave me those pictures that started the ball rolling right there. And Sam's going to do some more with me up in Montana in June. We're planning it. You know, and I got a brother who used to be an old roommate, Fred Garcia, and he's got an overweight problem like I did, and I want him to be blessed like I've been blessed. And that keeps me going. I keep sending him little things just to encourage him, to keep him going, and maybe rib him a little bit, you know. But he's my brother. I can do that. He tolerates me. And my wife, you know, I have to give credit to my wife. I couldn't do this without my wife. She does my laundry for me, my sneaky workout clothes. I mean, she's letting me go on trips like this one. You go to these Spartans. She's encouraging me. She sends me messages. She sends me notes, all encouragement. I mean, that's the biggest gift I've got. Right there is my wife. You know, Dave, for years, and you know me, I've struggled, you know, with all this pain. You know, I couldn't work out, and I hit my knees, going to God. And if any advice I could give anybody, before you start this journey, take God with you. Get on your knees and just humble yourself. And God heard my prayer. He can hear yours too. And that is perseverance. Just every day, whether you like it or not. Doesn't matter what you feel, how motivated you are or whatever. It's just something you do. You got to do it like it's your job. You show up, you know, and you better diet, because you're just suffering for nothing in the gym if you don't diet. And if this fat man can do it, my brothers can do it.
Well, you're truly an inspiration. I'll say that.
Thanks, brother.
Spartans, rock is your profession. Let's go. Hoo-yah!
It could be done. You get stuck in a rut, you're fat, you don't want to move. The fatter you get, the more lethargic you get. You avoid stairs, you avoid things like, you know, any kind of thing. It's a mental thing too, it's not just your body. It changes you mentally. And when you get on track and it's just a little at a time. And that's the hard thing, is just stay in the course. Being consistent. It's just a little at a time. You just eat that little bitty meal. and you deal with that hunger. You know, you stayed hungry, and you gotta embrace it. You gotta embrace it. Like, that's the feeling I want. And you start losing a little here, a little there. You start moving more. You feel like, oh wow. Eventually you get to a point, it's like, wow, I just did something that I couldn't do before. Like leap over something, or what, you know? And suddenly your knee pain isn't as bad, you know? It's still there, you're always gonna have pain, but it's not as bad, and you can deal with it. And the next thing you know, you're avoiding elevators. You're taking the stairs, because you can. And then it's gonna blow your mind that you're back to where you wanted to be, and you're actually doing it. And then it's nonstop. It keeps you going. And then I encourage everybody, they do it. Make it public. Put yourself out there. Get that accountability going. People are watching you. You know, that motivates you. And that'll keep you going. You know, it's so funny how it's left up to just you. It's kind of so easy just to blow it off. But when somebody's counting on you, you know, I'm not, but when I'm bad, I'm out. And so it keeps me going. And I just keep encouraging more people to do it. And it just fuels the fire within me.